everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. We have a lot to do. First of all, we gotta cure everyone. 2 colds, fatigue. I hope I have enough. Wait. The Pembroke is teeming with sickness. 7 fatigues? Oh my god. Okay, and then who else? Cold. Headache. Wowsies. Wowsies.
Yes, Jonathan?
Oh, is this Mary's store?
In France. Absolutely.
Absolutely not. What is she talking about? Where's he going? Hey! Louise! Louise!
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reid. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please
Okay.
don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
I think he actually just wanted you to be his bride.
Do you need my medical attention?
That's what I
miss?
think.
I don't need your help specifically. I can assure you there are many competent doctors around.
Sure, here you go.
I have no doubt about it, but I'm offering you my help anyway.
All right then. But please leave me alone for now.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No.
What?
It's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
About the vampires?
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
No, I'm not, but I can't tell her that.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Frogmorton,
God.
professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
No!
What can you tell me about this area?
No.
I've never really liked this part of town. It was where my father wanted to live. I won't remain here much longer.
What exactly don't you like about it?
People here are contemptuous and elitist. My dad always said, Louise, always treat people like you want them to treat you.
Okay.
You seem to cherish your father a great deal.
Dad was the best. He kept an eye on me, but let me make my own mistakes. Louise used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
Glad then.
Louise, what can you tell me about the vampire who captured you?
The little fucker claimed he'd fallen in love with me. That he wanted to spend eternity with me. Not a bad idea. At least that's the way it seemed at first.
Really? Did you consider accepting his proposal?
Well, immortality. Not a common wedding gift, is it? I think he just wanted to have his way with me.
Yeah.
Can vampires even fuck, Doctor?
What? Well, I really can't answer that. Well, since they are creatures of blood, physically speaking, I suppose an erection is possible.
An erection!
Don't be embarrassed, Dr. Reid. I was just asking.
He's more embarrassed because he's thinking about it for himself.
Louise, tell me what you really think about your father's sacrifice to save you.
I'm proud he went after me. I forgive him all his harsh words, all his bloody attitudes. wish I could tell him how much I loved him.
Yes. It can be traumatic not having the chance to say goodbye to those we love.
It
Yes,
is.
Doctor. And there's no treatment for that type of pain, isn't that right? That may be the last thing my father taught me.
Yeah, it's rough. I don't think anyone
Goodbye,
ever
Miss T.
gets over losing a loved one. They just learn to live with it. Speaking from experience. Okay. I can't do that yet. We could do this. I'm gonna make my way around. I guess starting... Who else was sick here? No one. No one else was sick here. Awesome. I guess starting in Whitechapel? There's just, Xiao Shun who's sick. And I don't remember exactly where she hangs out. But I will find her. Oh, there she is. I've been looking for her forever. I forgot which side she was on.
Good evening, Xiao Shu.
晚上好, Dr. Reid.
How do you feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I don't feel good, Dr. Reid. Not at all.
Okay, well, here you go.
You should recover quickly after taking this.
Thank you, Doctor.
Alright, goodbye. Alright, who's next? Whitechapel's good. The Pembroke is lacking. Alright, I'm gonna go to this and we'll loop back around to the Pembroke. Alright, made it back to Mason, I believe his name was? Question mark? Oh, my bad.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough.
Is it you?
It's me.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave.
Okay, shush. I
What
brought
can I
something
do
for you.
Here is another page of the diary we were talking about.
Ah, now we're talking. Ingredients, dosages, dangers, and side effects. This is it.
Is the diary complete?
That was...
No.
Oh, okay.
The author tested his work in a hidden laboratory. We must find out where it was. Please, find me more pages, Doctor.
In a laboratory.
How is the sanity?
I hear them hissing and scratching at my door every night. The sick made mad by the fever. But these walls are thick, and my lock is solid.
Let's hope so.
Wandering...
There was an Econ over here with him. Okay, so we just need to bring back one more Braille page for him. Alright.
In this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Actually, do you have anything in here? Because I still don't have... Because I don't have a lot of hints for him. My dear brother, this is the apology letter you'll never read, for you've lost your sight because of me. I know you hate me for what I did, even if you never say so. We don't talk much in the Swansbury family, do we? So to clear my conscience, this is my bravest gesture towards you, to write you this letter, and to leave it in your laboratory. If you ever find it and ask about it, I'll read it to you. If someone else reads it, well, as I wrote above, this is my bravest gesture. So Mason, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did and for the hell you've been thrown into. I'm sorry you're now a blind man trying to find a meaning to your useless life. If I could change one thing, only one thing in my miserable life, it would be what happened 1 year ago, I swear it, Mason. If I could give my eyes for you to see again, I would, but it does not work that way, does it? So please, my brother, forgive me, Loretta. Whoa. We don't even know about the accident. How did I miss that before? I'm pretty sure I looked around. Maybe it only showed up after
It's locked, all right.
talking to them and all that.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Can I bring this up to you?
What can I do? Why does your sister feel so guilty about what happened to you?
Because she knows I'll never forgive what she did to me.
You run an illegal business with someone you hate?
I don't hate my sister. She looks after me, we have a good time, and I'm just not ready to forgive her.
Not ready to forgive her.
Goodbye.
Okay, if we want to know
What
more,
kind of gentleman pays
we'll have to
visits
go to Loretta, but I'm not going back to Whitechapel. Maybe. I don't know.
People at
A
this
lot of running back and forth. I don't know why they didn't implement a fast travel system. So I'll run back over to talk to Loretta.
My dear colleague.
Hey, Loretta.
Loretta, why do you feel so guilty about your brother?
I don't expect him to forgive me. All I can do is make amends for what I did.
By making him a crook and a criminal. What if somebody decides to make him pay for your scam?
Mason is totally capable of defending himself. Just leave us be. We're perfectly fine.
Oh.
I know how guilt feels between a brother and sister. Are you sure you're not trying to ease your own remorse?
Mason wants to be useful, can you understand that? And chemistry is his passion. And the Swanborough cordial gives him a purpose in life.
Oh. I don't know about that. Okay. Alright. Well, now I'm gonna go to Pembroke, the docks, and we'll come back and do the Ascalon Club, finally. I always take forever doing things, but I like to take my time in video games. So that's how it be. How's the plant? I guess it's okay. Alright, who is sick here? We have quite a few people.
Please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedience.
Can't.
Good evening, Mr. L.
They're freaking roleplay.
Not really.
As long as you remain...
Don't think you...
Okay.
Goodbye.
Slowly gonna heal everyone here. Gosh. Everyone's fatigued. They're overworking themselves.
I'm quite...
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, here you
Then
go.
I wish...
Thank you.
And here you are.
Good evening.
Do you require...
Do you know
What? Good...
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Good evening, Miss...
Good evening, Doctor.
Is there anything...
Really?
Where? Good...
Always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
It's Rakesh. I went the weird way. I went the wrong way.
Good evening, Doctor. Do you need... Well, the proximity of the...
Here you go.
And... Good...
Jesus, there's so many people. Milton and Gwyneth. And that should be all. Jeez. At least here, there are still some sick at... Oh gosh. At the docks as well. So many people to take care of. Milton.
Good evening. Good evening, Do you need... I'm afraid...
Here you go.
Good...
Gwyneth? You're overworking yourself.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
good?
Do you require...
I will.
No.
I'll try.
Alright. Everyone cured. Who at the docks? 3 people. They should all be near each other, though. That's the good thing there.
Really pissed me off.
Alright, made it to the docks.
Be he cursed or not, he's just...
Hello.
Welcome back.
Didn't deserve this.
Do you need...
Can't be good for business to see the bartender cough in your beer.
Yeah, I would like that.
Indeed. It would be a shame to taint the delicate taste.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Reid. My customers and I, we all thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Sabrina, you're also sick.
Should have offered a drink to the boy. He cursed all
You still
night.
working at this hour?
Do you require medical assistance, Miss Cavendish?
Don't feel so good if you have to know. I knew that keeping the bar open with the epidemic wasn't a good idea.
You'll be okay.
Take this. It'll help. Perhaps you should think about closing the Turquoise Turtle for a while.
Tom always said we got to keep the doors open. But thank you, Doctor.
All right.
Good.
Who else was sick? Archer. He should be over here. Yeah? There he is! Yay! And then we'll cure everyone. And then we'll head to the Ascalon Club.
Good evening, Mr. Woodby.
Good evening.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Unfortunately, yes. The spirit is willing, but the flesh, well, you know.
Here you go.
Nobody is immune to disease. There's no need to be ashamed of that.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Now maybe I'll live another day or two.
Awesome. With that
Good.
done, everyone should be cured for the next time I rest. Alright, let's get back and let's do the main story officially. Alright, let's officially go to the Ascalon Club. We waited long enough for— oh, by the way.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Yeah, can we talk about your wife?
Venus is poisoning you, Clarence. She wants you dead.
So she really hates me that much now. My poor wife. I had no idea my research would drive her to such extremes.
I'm sorry, Clarence.
Why would you tell me that? First you
Oh.
returned from the dead, and now you tell me my wife is trying to murder me.
You're a stupid bastard, but you're my friend, Clarence. And I don't have many left. I don't want you to die. Not like that.
But I love her. I love my wife. Did I make her suffer that much? Have I become such a burden?
No, I think she's a bitch, is what I think.
So you have no suspicions about her at all? Nothing in Venus's behavior has seemed odd since you returned.
Frankly, it's my behavior that's been odd. Ever since I got back from the war, she accuses me of being paranoid and delusional.
Okay, wow, we need to talk to Venus real bad. We have all her hints and we haven't spoken a word to her. Okay. Alright, we'll deal with that after we move forward with the main story. Ascalon Club. Alright, let's go in, properly introduce ourselves. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Ooh. Oh.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
Huh.
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reid.
I don't think I like them.
Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Oh.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then,
Oh.
There has been quite a battle here.
Oh.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Okay, let's go talk to Lord Redgrave. Oh, hold on. What is that? History and purpose of the Ascalon Club. The Ascalon Club is an association of gentlemen secretly aiming for the protection of the crown's interests. I founded it in 1837 to honor and perpetuate the legacy of my maker, William Marshall. Min. First Earl of Pembroke and true protector of England. First Earl of Pembroke. All the members of the club must be of good extraction and flawless moral fiber. Since the club accepts mortal members who will be duly observed and valued as proper candidates for immortality, the goal of the club is to impose respectable traditions and behaviors amongst the good vampire society, but also to promote and expand the imperial hegemony of England. We are the true elite of British society. Disgusting. I don't think I like them. We are Ascalon, the Holy Lands held by St. George's, protector of England, when the saint slew the dragon. As lance bearers ourselves, we vow to defend the Empire's interests. The Empire's interests. The Law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave. I wonder if Lord Redgrave is this dude, but he looks old there, so I don't know. Don't leave your notes around. I will snatch them up and read them. Maybe he wanted me to do that. Ooh. Oh! Oops. I left. I didn't know I could do that. I wonder if I can spy on her. I can open this now. Sorry, back in we go. Sorry, apologies. I did not mean to leave. Ooh. 10 to 15. Blood absorption. Not the way we're supposed to go. Cool, cool, cool. There's people. Okay. Hello? No? Whoo! I can go to their basement! Why the hell did I do that? Ah! I'm just stealing everything. Interacting with everything I can. He has to be over here, yeah? How do I get in? Right here? Ooh.
Good evening.
Oh. Is he an old man?
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reid. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Uh-oh.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss.
Okay.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
He's old, but he's a
At
vampire.
last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reid.
Thank you, my lord.
Ooh.
Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes, the lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Oh no. I don't know what I want to reveal to him, but I also don't want this to have repercussions against her herself.
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness.
Ew, I did zoom into his face.
She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely,
Wow.
especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions,
Oh
if
my
you ask
god!
me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country.
I don't like him.
You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Oh my god. Why suddenly so friendly? They weren't really before.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he tried to kill me.
Are you referring to Fergal? He was the most useful of servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reid, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reid. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
I don't know if I want to be.
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I consent to join off a choice.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
Uh-huh.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
Okay.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
They don't know you're vampires.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members.
You alone?
And I do appreciate obedience.
I don't like that. There's not like a committee, it's just him.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities
Why
have
can't I
changed.
see the other dude? Why are we zoomed into my
was a zealous
face?
servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
He doesn't care for the people underneath him. Noted.
I agree to join the
We
club.
have no choice.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country.
I don't like it. The violin's
My
doing
fellow
stuff.
members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
There's not many people
Is he
here.
worthy? Is his blood pure?
Is it?
Well, speak, Dr. Reid, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood.
What do you want me to do?
It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
You want me to stab myself and use my blood as ink? Uh-oh. Why so dramatic? I don't think this is a good idea. Gonna be honest. He looks evil as F.
Delightful.
Oh.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid.
I don't like that.
Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Lord Finney, Lord Shefford. And then this old man over here. Is he human? Okay. Hi. Who are you?
Good evening, Dr. Reid. How does it feel to be this evening's
Gracious.
centerpiece? Figuratively.
He's so old. Oh, he's he's the pillar. Which makes sense, because he's human. I'm not gonna tell him anything. I don't trust these men.
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate.
He's so old.
They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson.
Aloysius.
By the way.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Oh.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reid, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
He wants to be a vampire.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Because of the immortality aspect?
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member. And a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reid.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Wow, okay, you're famous.
Mr. Dawson. Of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England.
Wealthiest.
It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Oh.
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
So he doesn't want to be immortal. How can I not believe him?
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
Commitment.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reid.
But then why are you here?
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir.
He has a glove only
A
on one
radical
hand.
one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is
Oh.
a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected.
The deserving? The deserving? Does he just mean the infected?
But that would segregate the rich from the poor, would it not? It would be unjust.
Our only course of action must be to save England. And to save England, we have to make sacrifices.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns?
Nope.
Decisiveness is what the city needs. And it needs it now.
I'm a doctor first and foremost. Can I talk to you guys?
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked. I must admit the Guard of Priwen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. I don't like any of these men.
That went well, did it not?
Did it?
It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon.
Yep.
All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic,
Yep.
and your findings were quite alarming.
Yep. They were. Blood's the problem.
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod, all muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed, ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Yeah.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his
We
death?
already asked that.
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
I don't.
As long as you
I'm
reveal
sus about
nothing of
him.
the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
He wants information from him as well.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reid, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Priwen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
Okay. Some Scals are peaceful. Scals are victims.
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures
Wow.
that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reid. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche.
Carte blanche.
Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Why are you making... Oh. 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 What's my mesmerize level? 4! So I can talk to Venus finally. Is there anything more I can talk to you about?
How's your investigation going, Dr. Reid? Time is our enemy.
I have a few questions for your lordship.
All right, but be quick.
Okay.
You made me swear on the blood of William Marshall during my initiation ceremony. Why was that?
William Marshall was the most glorious knight who ever lived. He served 5 kings and was a living example of probity for all. And he was my maker.
Yeah, you said that.
William Marshall was a vampire. Is this some sort of joke? Wait. Could he be my maker?
That would be joyful news, for it would mean he still walks among us. But alas, the great knight has left this world for good.
Why is his blood so sacred to the Ascalon Club?
He was simply the greatest defender of the realm we have ever known. I fought by his side at the Battle of Preston, and he made me his progeny following the fight.
Interesting.
May I ask you about the mortal who attended my initiation? Mr. Aloysius Dawson.
A member of the club does not normally ask questions about other members. We trust each other mutually.
I don't trust any of you.
So he really is a member then?
Indeed. Only the most eminent members are allowed to attend such ceremonies.
I didn't
Even
know that.
if I admit some of us fled during the first hours of the Great Hunt.
Oh.
But Mr. Dawson is mortal. Are you not afraid he might reveal who you are? Especially to your enemies.
Aloysius Dawson is a man of his word, as are all of us. This is the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. We do not grant access to the unworthy.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Great Hunt?
It's a major concern, and I'm convinced we'll only get a satisfactory conclusion by putting an end to the epidemic.
I
Yeah.
have already met Geoffrey McCullum. I am certain he will persist until he has killed every last vampire.
The Guard's current successful recruitment campaign is driven by the ravenous behavior of the Skulls.
I see. So without the epidemic creating Skulls, the Guard could not convince anybody of our presence.
Exactly. Once we have put the epidemic behind us, we need only wait until the Guard grows old and weak. Time will once again become our ally.
Interesting.
What about the risk of a full-scale attack here? Geoffrey McCullum is a daring leader.
That is exactly why so many of our number have left the country until things improve. But not me. I founded this club. I'll die defending it.
Damn. Okay. He's
Goodbye,
committed.
Lord Redgrave.
Godspeed, Dr. Reid. We are counting on you.
Okay, dokie. I need to get hints about him. Alright, our goal is to question people around. We can do that. And I can finally talk to Venus. Okay, well, bye guys. Have a good time. I'll just leave. I think we'll bring this episode to a close first. Unless something happens out here.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Yeah. Alright, let's go to our room. and we'll bring this episode to a close. We're going to be questioning everyone about the epidemic, it looks like. I will not sleep yet. I don't think I have enough experience to spend it wisely, and I don't want to go heal people again. But I will be bringing this episode to a close. We now have a goal. We're going to be asking the locals around here about possible infection. And I think we won't be surprised to find out that there might be, especially with this lady, Karina Billow. She's very interesting. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.